Hey guys, today we are going to talk about how I save $1,260,000 in 18 months. But before I get into the details, I want you to click like, subscribe so that you know when we are on. So let's get into the details. I am Tagene of Money Coaching Services, and we started the business to help you to have better money management skills for personal and business money management. Okay, so a lot of people keep talking about, or they keep giving the impression that saving $1 million is something hard. People, nothing is hard when you have a good strategy and you're willing to work towards it. Nothing is hard. All right. And this situation is no different. So, what I'm going to share is the steps that I took to get to that point. All right. And guess what is number one? A budget, something you hate. A budget. A budget was the first thing I used to construct this strategy, right? All right. So what I did, I restructured the budget. So at the time of doing this, I was still married, and the restructuring of the budget was to begin the process of setting up how the mortgage would have been paid off, right? So the restructure entails this. All the needs, meaning grocery, utilities, transportation. When it comes to the transportation part, I paid for my portion of the transportation. So that is different. And when it comes to housing now, I took on the housing part because the housing was the mortgage. So everything else outside of the mortgage, the credit card, the car loan, everything else other than those things, my husband at the time took care of those things. So that is the restructuring of the budget now. Now we put everything in one, pull all expenses in one, and then I took everything that is related to paying off the loan, paying off the debt. I was in charge of that. His job was to be in charge of paying everything else. All right, this strategy was set up when I was working at JN Bank. So, no, the strategy was set up before JN Bank. They saving the million, the 1,260,000 came at JN Bank. So let me give you the first step. So the restructuring of the budget now. Once I paid off the mortgage, which I told you, mortgage was paid off 17 years early. All the other debts were paid off. And this is the reason why some people keep saying, oh, they don't see the reason why they must pay off the mortgage early, they must pay off the car loan early, they must pay off their loans early. This is why people, it creates cash flow. Want to know about that? It creates cash flow, meaning every month that you get your money, you will have less expenses. And this means this cash flow money will create opportunity for you to create wealth. People, your income and your budget are the two most important things to building wealth. All right. So after paying off all the debts, the mortgage, the car loan, the credit cards, right? That was my job. Then the idea came to start money coaching services. And because I wanted to help you guys and give you the steps of how to improve and how to go from point A to point B, understanding how to achieve specific goals, right? So this specific goal is me now working towards getting the capital to start money coaching services. So since all the debt has been paid off at that time, we did not revert to the original, what should I say? My husband at the time was still paying all the stuff that he was assigned to pay based on our agreement. And because the loans and credit cards and mortgage was paid off, my income was free, meaning we did not need my income at all to live. People, this is another level to what you are used to. Most people are used to, if you have a two-income family, that forever you depend on both incomes. But this is what should I say now, a wow moment for some of you. So the person who is best or better, since it's two of you, that person would be ideal to work on a similar strategy, right? So decide between you and your significant other, your spouse, if you're actually budgeting together, spending money together, who is going to be in charge of paying down the debt and who is going to be in charge of the daily operations of your family, your household, because it's like running a business. Yeah. All right. So at the time now, after paying off all the debt, when I came up with the idea for saving the money towards capital for money coaching services, because I did not want to borrow to start the business. I didn't want to borrow. So I said, all right, I need capital. I don't want to borrow. So this is the plan. So I was working at JN Bank when I concocted, as some people would say, the plan. And when I was there, even though my income was not necessary to pay the expenses for the family, I still used the income that I got from JN. I paid for my transportation costs, and I paid for lunch, anything that's related to me going outside of the household. I paid for that still, right? And 70,000 per month, 70, which was the amount I had calculated to be a fair figure to save towards this project. 70,000 per month, right? So I saved 70,000 per month for 18 months. How long? 18 months. And this is all the 1,260,000 was saved. And people, when you have a goal working towards, it's easier for you to do things like this because your mind gets structured into saying, okay, this money is for A, this money is for B, this money is for C. Once you operate like that, saving $1 million is going to become easy. But nothing is easy without practice, right? So before I was saving 70,000 per month, right? This is the first time in my life I've saved so much money consistently every month, right? Normally it would be like 20,000 per month, the regular basic amount people would consider. And that is to say to you that you don't have to stop at 20. The fact that you can save 20 means you probably can save 30, 40, 50, 60, but things have to change. Now, what is it that is going to change to allow you to be able to increase how much you can save towards an ideal goal? So my ideal goal at the time was to save the capital to start money coaching services. So if you are thinking about saving, say, $1 million, let me use a rounded figure for you guys, $1 million. I also have a video on how to save $1 million on YouTube. Probably a lot of you have not watched it. And it gives you a lot of steps. So this now, in that video, I only show you, like if you have 20,000 saving per month, how long it will take you to reach $1 million. This video now gives you more background story in the sense of where to start, where to structure your finances so that from step one, things are in place, or the foundation is in place for you to be able to achieve something like people. So planning is the number one job. You have to have some sort of plan for your life. When you put planning in place and the desire, if you tell yourself something is impossible, guess what? It is impossible to you or for you. Like, I don't believe that anything is impossible. My Bible says all things are possible, and all don't mean some. So if I am given the ability, because I know persons who earn $1 million per month, 500,000 per month, and they don't have any savings, right? You might fall in that boat. Don't have any savings at all. And these guys, and a lot of persons keep talking about wealth creation, generational wealth. How, darlings, how? It is not possible the way you are doing it. Nada. For those who know a little Spanish, nothing. No. It can't work like that. So how it works? Restructure the budget. Restructure the budget. And the debt reduction strategy I use is the one they call the debt avalanche. right? It there is the debt avalanche, and then there is the debt snowball, right? The debt avalanche focusing on you paying off the debt that is costing you the most, right? The debt snowball is a different type. It is a popular one because the debt snowball gives you what I call instant gratification. You get to pay off the loans faster. So you get a small loan paid off check, not a small loan paid off check. The debt avalanche is one that requires a little more discipline. But if you have challenges, meaning you're not able to pay your bills on time and those things, if that is the situation you have, then the debt snowball is better for you because you need a quick win. My situation was not that. My situation was that I didn't have the challenge of not being able to pay my bills. That was not my situation. So the debt avalanche is perfect for me because the debt avalanche allows you to pay off more debt and save more money. So the debt snowball, the advantage of it is that the number of debts that you pay off will pay off faster. It is the speed. The snowball gives you the speed. The debt avalanche gives you the wealth. What I mean by that, if you compare both strategies side by side and do the calculation, what you will see is that you will pay less money to the bank in interest and fees with the debt avalanche. That is my favorite. That's the one I use. And you will pay more in interest and fees with the debt snowball. But depending on the individual's situation, that's why I tell you about customization, people. Depending on the individual situation, you have to design your finances around your habits. Yeah, no going around it. So it has to be designed around your habits or your current situation. So if your current situation is you're missing payments, your due dates for your payments, then that means you are a debt snowball person, right? So put in the comments if you've ever thought about saving $1 million. Put in the comments if you learned something new. This is how I was able to save 1,260,000 as capital for starting money coaching services. However, for persons who have a one budget income, meaning are you alone, the strategy will be different, and probably you will need some consultation for me to help you to restructure your budget to be able to start putting the other steps in place. So the first step is always restructuring the budget. Restructure the budget. So persons who don't like a budget, I love the budget. The budget tells me what I can and I cannot do. And it guides me to be able to create these type of strategies. The reason why a lot of you don't like the budget is because you think the budget is restricting you, but it's not. You are restricting you because you think that with money management, you get your income, you get your income, you pay your expenses, and then next month you do the same thing again. Your money management is too simple. You're not gonna get far with the way you are budgeting because it does not incorporate any future planning, forward planning. What does your next 5 years look like? If you want to create wealth, if you want to save $1 million, what does the next 5 years of your life look like? So you have to start with that. What does that look like? And then you look at the budget or you request a consultation with me so I can guide you and put the steps. I will give you the steps. Step one, do this. Step two, step two. Step one, step two, step three. And each step I will say to you, you're doing this because this is the foundation of what you're doing. Then this is the next level, the reason why the next level is important, and so on. So you'll be able to get clarity as to why you're doing what, and yeah, stressless. When you see a budget, you're gonna start smiling because there is nothing better than a budget, people. Yeah, saving 1,260,000 from a regular income. That should blow some of your mind. All right, so that's it for me today. This is me basically showing you that you don't need Bitcoin. You don't need all of these fancy stuff that you're talking about to create wealth, guys. All right, people, have a great day. Bye bye.